Tonight, Nigeria Police Force gets new acting IGP. CMD UBTH gives account of healthcare delivery so far since appointments. Plus, federal government secures financing for renewable energy projects. Good evening and many thanks for joining us on the news tonight. I am Elizabeth Omoko, and I'm starting on a security note. In view of the current security challenges confronting the nation and acting in accordance with extant laws and legal guidance, President Tinubu has approved the appointment of Assistant Inspector General of Police Tunji Disu to serve as Acting Inspector General of Police with immediate effect. This is as the President has accepted the resignation of Inspector General of Police Mr. Kayode Gbetoku following the submission of his letter citing present family considerations. President Tinubu received Mr. Gbetoku's resignation earlier today and expressed his profound appreciation for Gbetoku's decades of distinguished service to the Nigerian police force and the nation. The President acknowledged his dedication, professionalism, and steadfast commitment to strengthen internal security architecture during his tenure. Appointed in June 2025, Gbetoku was serving a 4-year term scheduled to conclude in June 2027 in line with the amended provisions of the Police Act. Statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, indicates that President Tinubu is confident that the AIG, Disu's experience, operational depth, and demonstrated leadership capacity will provide steady and focused direction for the Nigerian police force during this critical period. In compliance with the provisions of the Police Act 2020, President Tinubu will convene a meeting of the Nigerian Police Council shortly to formally consider the appointment. The President reiterates his administration's unwavering commitment to enhancing national security, strengthening institutional capacity, and ensuring that the Nigerian police force remains professional, accountable, and fully equipped to discharge the constitutional responsibilities. And now to health matters, the Chief Medical Director, University of Benin Teaching Hospital, UBTH, Professor Nta Benin, says despite some constraints on assumption of office, UBTH has delivered measurable and meaningful progress in healthcare delivery, stirred by determination, discipline, strategic focus, and resilience of management and staff. The CMD stated this while briefing the media on her achievements after 180 days in office. Eugenia Ndobisi has the details.
Professor Nta Benin, who described the transformation at the UBTH as ongoing, said the institution has set new standards for healthcare in Edo State and across Nigeria. She noted that under her watch, the UBTH Cares Agenda framework has transformed several departments, units with more healthcare workers employed, as well as improved workers' welfare and community engagement.
We were poised to improve staff morale, productivity, retention, and well-being, and build stronger community trust. Amid debt, disruption, and constrained resources, and having functioned at full operational capacity for only 2 out of the 6 months under review, UBTH nevertheless delivered measurable and meaningful progress.
Driven by the UBTH Cares mantra, she disclosed deliberate and concerted efforts were made to stabilize the entire value chain of the hospital, as she believes no one should die unnecessarily. The media was later conducted round facilities commissioned, such as the Accident and Emergency Department, SCBU, Theatre, Cancer Center, and laboratories, including an emergency laboratory, a public-private partnership initiative.
This lab is not taking anybody's job away. We recruited 401 staff under my tenure. The largest number were in the lab. We brought A coal centrifuge is so expensive for the lab. We have been investing in the lab, but we must not play politics with life.
Is the best in Africa. Even some institutions in the US don't have this, but the president has been able to give us this. This is the best. We can get anywhere. I can categorically tell you that this is the best. So we are lucky to have this in Benin.
For Professor Ize-Iyamu, UBTH will continue to provide life-saving interventions through free and subsidized programs, including cancer care, emergency cesarean sections, and dialysis support under the Renewed Hope Agenda for Health. In Benin, Eugenia Ndibisi, NTA News.
The federal government says it has secured additional financing for more renewable energy projects across the country as Nigeria commits to closing its energy gap. Joshua Ojito reports that the Rural Electrification Agency, ROEA, facilitated the landmark deal to catalyze investments in the renewable energy subsector.
A commitment to light up communities and power the economy. With an estimated industry record of more than 80 million Nigerians without access to electricity, this intervention seeks to accelerate deployment of off-grid, interconnected mini-grid and solar home systems to unserved and underserved communities.
What we are now seeing is now the future of Nigerian grid may be secured, enhanced by interconnected mini-grid that we have started deploying. Currently, we are deploying over 50 interconnected mini-grids to inject over 280 megawatts of renewable energy into the national grid.
We are launching a platform for economic activation, for inclusion, and for sustainable national growth. Because when you take reliable power to an underserved community, you are not only switching on lights, you are switching on productivity, enterprise, education, healthcare, and financial participation.
Rural Electrification Agency (REA) mobilizes 100 billion naira through financing partner for renewable energy projects. This is expected to catalyze investment in the renewable energy subsector, improve electricity access in the country with additional megawatts on the grid, and ultimately boost the economy. Joshua Ojito, NTA News.
In case you are just joining us, this is NTA Benin News at 7, and the news is being streamed live on our YouTube channel and Facebook platform on NTA Benin 1. Let's not take a breather. The news continues in just a moment. To stay with us.
Next time you visit the ancient city of Benin, two things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Rendeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other, located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city, truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities, fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen, 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath, enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Rendeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Rendeki Royal Hotel at 6 Uhenuyi Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.rendekihotels.com. Rendeki Gold, our hospitality is gold.
Oh yes, Ameosa Motosi don't roll out to new Shabe buses and Ukazi. Where country people go fit to enjoy their journey. You want to travel from Benin to Wari, Benin to Abraka, Benin to Port Harcourt, Benin to Bayelsa, and Benin to Aunchi. Waiting you still they wait for. Come meet us for our new parking. Wait the opposite Unibet Sport Fidi after UBTH for Ugbo for Benin City. Make you come enjoy a poekerization. You know, say now we be the king of the roadie because we get to experience experienced and well-trained drivers wey go treat you like a kingy. No forget to say you fit to travel with buses and small cars for Ameosa Motors as customer satisfaction na it be our priority. Make you call us for 070-3020-4625 or 0813-855-05180. Ameosa Motors, king of the road.
Bini, answer don't come for transformer wahala oh. Yes, so no more travel to buy transformer because Uyi Technica don't bring all sizes of brand new electrical transformers, whether na 300 kVA, 500 kVA, different phases for community, streets, business places, church. In fact, anywhere you for need transformer. Hear this so different concrete mixer don't land for Uyi Technica, including poker vibrator for concrete, reamer for floor, tiller for agricultural use, heat transformer machine for stoning for Uyi Technica. Different kind of sewing machine, boku, quality generators of different sizes, small or big Perkins and Mikano, all with quality spare parts, plus grinding machine, welding machine, pepper mill, and more. Come for brand new electrical transformer of different capacity, concrete mixers and more for Uyi Technica, 79, 81 and 83 Mission Road, Benin City, and all Uyi Technica branches. Uyi Technica, quality, affordable products.
Yes, so. All the way straight to Mama Miracle. Yes, so. Yes, so. For quality tested material, I said, come Mama Miracle. You need them pleasure, baby. You know what disappoint you.
See clarity, see plenty Ashwebi for Mama Miracle Store. EJ Mama Miracle Store. This one too much oh. See all kind of waxy, whether na London wax, Nigerian wax, high target, Hollandese, brocade, Kampala, lazy, Yasegbe hair tie. All day oh, whether for one by one retail or for plenty boku buy of wholesale. Mama Miracle Store, we get all boku. Make you come collect her now. No need to the holla say I want Ashwebi. Now only 20 I see. I not see reach 50. Foul. Mama Miracle Store. It don't get her now. Any kind design where you want it. Any amount of number where you want it. Mama Miracle Store get them. Make you waka enter. See them sit down for the head office 211 Motala Muhammad Way. The story building where they near Ekiosa for 30 Sekula. Mama Miracle Store. This one a big miracle.
Thanks for staying tuned. A town hall meeting to foster community responsibility and canvass for a collective action against cultism and kidnapping in Edo State has been held in Benin City with a call on citizens of the state to unite for moral renewal. Jude Abogu reports that the dialogue was convened by the Center for Moral Value and Justice as its own contribution to the fight against cultism and kidnapping in Edo State.
The town hall meeting held under the theme Community Responsibility and its Collective Action to Ending Cultism and Kidnapping was explained by the conveners as a dialogue that is based on the convictions that cultism and kidnapping can only be eradicated if citizens collaborate and work with government and security agencies to fight the twin vices.
These twin challenges has caused fear, destroyed families, destroyed investment, and threatened the peace we have cherished. We are transitioning from a culture of bystanderism to a one of active citizenship, where every individual is guided to a collective peace.
Speakers comprising the clergy, security experts, government officials, youths, and community leaders reflected on some societal factors aiding social vices and charted the way forward.
Religious institutions must refuse to honor questionable benefactors. Traditional institutions must uphold integrity, peace, growth, where values are defended.
Major problems, if we were to prioritize in the city, was cultism. Whereas in Edo North and Edo Central, we had a major concern of kidnapping.
When properly guided, empowered, and engaged, will become powerful agents of peace. But when neglected, unemployed or misdirected, they can easily be drawn into crime and social violence.
The Center for Moral Value and Justice presented awards to the State Governor, Monday Okweolo, the State Commissioner of Police, Monday Agbonika, and others in recognition of their commitment to the fight against cultism and kidnapping in the states. In Benin, Jude Abugu, NTA News.
In a related development, youth are believed to be the pillars of any nation. Therefore, they have critical roles to play in governance to ensure that the masses feel the positive impact of their leadership at all levels, especially the political class. In this report, Rosemary Omani takes a look at the role of the Nigerian youth in achieving good governance and challenges that confront them from performing their roles.
Much hope is placed on their country's youths, one of which is joining hands with their government in making Nigeria a better place for all. And in doing this, it is expected that the youths be of good character, eager to work, while also giving the opportunity to actively participate in the politics of the nation.
The consciousness of young people in governance has been awakened. We find that recently you tend to see a good number of young people participating in political activities, especially being registered members of political party and vying for political offices. So I think it's a good start. So we're getting there. Those who have not registered in terms of getting their PVC, the voters registration is ongoing currently. It's going to span from now until like I think April. So they should do well to get their permanent voters card, get registered, and also come out on election day to vote of the candidate of their choice.
As a youth, you must know that you have a responsibility towards nation building. You may think that you are a youth, but as a youth, you have a great potential as a youth. If only you can harness it towards nation building, Nigeria will be a better place. You are the future of tomorrow. Every youth should know that the nation, God counts on them as a youth, and the nation also is looking up to them because they are the future of every nation. And additionally, they have a civic responsibility. Every youth has a civic responsibility to vote for the right person and also to be voted for. We have a lot of nations around the world where youths are their president. Yes. And so why can't we replicate the same thing in Nigeria?
What are their challenges in governance participation?
Politics in Nigeria generally is very expensive. It has to do with finance, how to fund the electoral process from maybe the primaries to campaign and the proper elections. So if we're able to, reduce the overbearing costs of politics, I think we'll have more young people participating in political activities.
The youths are advised to shun any form of malpractice ahead the 2027 general elections. In Benin, Rosemary Omani, NTA News.
And away from youth matters, Nigeria's central bank started 2026 with a careful step, cutting the key interest rates to 26.5% while keeping other measures like the cash reserve ratio and liquidity steady, a sign of conscious steering of the financial system. Governor Olayemi Kajisu pointed to falling inflation, stronger banks and foreign reserves hitting a 13-year high of $50 billion, giving the economy a solid boost. But the CBN warned that pre-election spending could undo progress if not checked.
I believe that the trajectory we are on is one that is sustainable into the future. Of course, we know that there's every effort being made to diversify our base, and as all those things start to kick in, they can only but add to the situation we're in.
Another break on the Nta Benin News at 7 is just a blink away. When we return to the time for sports, to stay with us.
looking for a place for relaxation, for comfort, or rather you're just looking for a place to call home, welcome to Zavik Royal Hotel. Zavik Royal Hotel can give you this and many much more as you take advantage of our senator suites, royal executives, and so much more. And event halls where we make the dreams come true with our conference and boardrooms, our poolside for parties, and our car park for space for parties. You can have so much more with Zavik Royal Hotel, for there is something for everyone here. Zavik Royal Hotel, a home from home.
Thanks for staying tuned, and next on our lineup is Sports Update with Olumide Egutola as our guide.
The Nigerian School Sports Federation is on the pathway to make more impact and surpass previous achievements in the area of talent discovery and nurturing to stardom, with the successful conclusion of this year's administrative seminar held in Lagos. Scholars and professionals across different backgrounds charged School Sports Federation state coordinators to be more effective in the discharge of their professional duties for Nigeria to have a smooth transition from aging athletes to younger ones.
It is important for us to ensure continual training of, I call them our student handlers.
In football, preparations are in top gear by the Nigerian Football Federation ahead of Super Eagles' participation in a 4-nation invitational tournament in Jordan as the camp opens Tuesday. The 3-time African champions will compete during the March 2026 FIFA International window, facing Iran and host nation Jordan. Nigeria takes on Iran on March 27th before the tie against Jordan on the 31st of March. In the UEFA Champions League, second leg actions of the knockout stage playoffs resume Tuesday night. Inter Milan will attempt to upturn a 1-3 deficit when the club hosts Bodo Glimt. It will be an equivalent task for Qarabag to change situation of things with a 1-6 first leg result in favour of Newcastle United. Bayern Leverkusen is at home with a 2-0 lead against Olympiacos, among other matches. In boxing, Nigerian pugilists home and abroad are set to square up against one another at the Brai Ayonete Boxing Complex, National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos. The boxers will be fighting for Commonwealth slots next week when the national trials begin. With Sports Update, Olumide Egutola, NTA News.
And that completes our package for tonight. But before we go, security is everyone's watchword. Play your part, and I will play my part. Good night from all of us.